Hi everyone, welcome to Freakish Tales channel. Our aim is to delivering most haunted stories, so just subscribe our channel and join our community. Not a forest or park ranger, but I hunt. When I say I hunt, I don't mean I sit in a tree stand. I mean I'm the guy out hunting by walking over the entire park with enough on my back to let me sleep at night, sort of comfortably, but little enough I won't mind dragging 150 pounds of yummy out of the woods. All right, so I'm hunting a fairly large forest somewhere in the northeast corridor of the US. It's not uncommon to run into other people at the edges of the woods. It's fairly uncommon to run into people in the middle of the woods, even during hunting season. Unless you're on the trails, which I wasn't. And it's decently common to run into the ruins of buildings from the 1800s. I happened to be hunting a new valley I was pretty sure had a crossing in it. So, to set the view, I'm sitting on the top of a very steep shale slide, looking down into a valley with a creek running through it. Approaching this plateau, there's a knife edge that runs up and down the ridge, but there's really no way to get up to this spot except for the seriously determined, the drunk, and the foolish, without walking up or down the edge. Getting up here creates quite a noise from the stones sliding on the stones, which means I know I need to sit up here for an hour to let things settle back down after I made the ascent. Since it's such a pain in the ass, I left my day pack at the bottom under a pine tree and only had a rifle, binoculars, water, and an energy bar. I'm up here for about 3 hours glassing this little piss of a stream, looking for something to cross it, and seeing nothing but squirrels and birds, and I finally decide to start glassing the opposite hill out of sheer boredom. I am 90% sure I chose a poor spot and wasted an afternoon looking at nothing. Such is hunting. It's got really interesting days, and it's got really boring days. And this is why it's called hunting and not shooting. As I'm screwing around with the focus on the binoculars, I catch a glimpse of something which almost looks like a person if they were wearing dark blue clothes and about 4 feet tall. 99% of the time, the day hikers just pass by without realizing I'm here, even with the blaze orange requirements. Or they pretend to ignore me. But you'd be amazed how many times someone has almost walked through my stand. Anyway, this person wasn't moving, which started to make me think I was wrong. It was just standing there behind the cover of some low scrub brush and tree branches, and I would have missed it were it not for the color. I zoom out a bit and realize I'm not looking at a person, but it's actually a collapsed cabin, and I was looking at where the door would be. Except it really looked like a person, and cabins aren't blue. I move the zoom back onto the door and play with the focus for about 5 minutes, and I can't get the person to come back. In fact, the cabin door now has some light from the setting sun visible through the holes in the walls and roof. Whatever 4 feet tall thing I was looking at has moved. If you are bold enough, then I challenge you to watch my videos in my playlist that definitely make you cry and horrific at, and be ready. Watch at your own risk.